A study in the journal Environmental Science and Technology shows that human beings are consuming between 39,000 to 50,000 microplastic particles each year. These particles are harmful to our bodies, toxic, and air. Some of the chemicals found in these plastics can be chlorine or lead. What are microplastics? Where do they come from? And how do they enter our bodies? Microplastics are plastics that are smaller than 5 millimeters. Some of them are so small that you cannot see with your eyes unless under a microscope. And this is how they come to exist in our environment. When we dispose plastic in rivers, the ocean, and even the ground, erosion in the case of the ground and sunlight breaks these plastics into smaller particles. Some of them are so small that they are in the air that we breathe. We cannot even see them. So that's one way that they enter our bodies. Some of them can be found in our food. Research shows that it can be found in our salts, our cosmetic products, and so many things, even in the water that we drink.
According to the United Nations Development Programme, out of the millions of tons of plastics produced in Ghana, only 2% is recycled, and about 13 million tons of plastics end up in the ocean. This mismanagement is creating more problems for us. It is affecting marine life, causing diseases, creating unproductive days for fishermen. And if this goes on, we'll have more plastic in the ocean than fish.
Miko impo netinu bolas kwa inamunyo.
Ghana is going to become even more of an net importer of fish from other countries around the world. I don't think that's what Ghana wants. It's certainly not what the people of Ghana want. So I think that's one of the reasons why we have to move forward.
Many living organisms in the ocean, like the sea turtle, mistake plastic for food all the time, and they end up losing their lives. This whale is also dying from indigestion after swallowing different plastics, including a very large plastic bag. Seabirds feed on plastics from the surface of the ocean, mistaking them for food, and thousands die each year. When we think we've gotten rid of our plastics, we should always know that it's still on this planet. In some way, somehow, they end up in the habitat of a living organism, and it's lethal. Plastic pollution is on the rise in Ghana as we generate 30,000 tons each day, which must have increased since the last report by the United Nations Development Programme. Scientists say that we may not be able to avoid plastics completely. However, we can limit its existence in our environment. We all have a role to play. No effort is too small. Let's encourage reduction in production, reuse, and recycling. For every action, there is equal and opposite reaction.
We have old ladies, children, adults that brings plastic waste to us. They pick them from the landfills. We crush them. Depending on where we want to lay the block, that's if you want to lay it on the main road, we need 40% of the sand and 60% of the plastic waste.
As the assistant director, Trashy Bags, what we have done in a very innovative way is to find solutions to the problems that we have with plastic by giving value to the material.
There's also this thing called microplastics. A lot of the plastics we don't recycle end up back in the water we consume. So we're trying to establish a trend. We're trying to be part of the circular economy movement so that we can catalyze that kind of growth.
According to the article written by scientists on nationalgeographic.com, scientists reveal that they are not quite sure about the amount of microplastics that the body can actually tolerate.
We should always remember that when we get rid of plastics in our homes, offices, and schools, they are still on this planet, and they some way, somehow, find themselves in the habitat of some living organisms, and it's lethal. This video is inspired by the documentaries A Plastic Ocean and Mission Blue.